Udo Kier, the enigmatic German actor whose chameleon-like presence graced over 200 films across 6 decades, has left an indelible void in the world of cinema with his passing at 81. A true icon of cult and arthouse realms, Kier's career was a tapestry of reinvention, weaving through horror's shadows, drama's depths and comedy's absurdities with effortless gravitas. His partner, Delbert McBride, confirmed the news, noting that Kier departed peacefully, his legacy a constellation of roles that defied categorization. From the blood-soaked opulence of Andy Warhol-produced oddities to the introspective silences of Lars von Trier's masterpieces, Kier embodied the outsider artist, elegant, inscrutable and profoundly influential. His early quip about his profession, "I liked the attention so I became an actor," belies a lifetime of choices that prioritized passion over convention, turning fleeting spotlights into a lifelong luminescence. Kier's cinematic odyssey commenced in the turbulent 1960s, amid post-war Europe's cultural ferment. Born in Cologne in 1944, he honed his craft in theater before exploding onto the international scene with Paul Morrissey's Warhol-backed horrors Flesh for Frankenstein and Blood for Dracula. In the former, Kier's Baron Frankenstein is a delectably deranged visionary, stitching together body parts with Teutonic precision and campy flair. In the latter, his Count Dracula is a hapless vampire navigating modern Italy's temptations, blending gothic horror with satirical bite. These roles catapulted him into cult stardom, establishing Kier as the go-to for aristocratic villains whose menace masked melancholy. Critics hailed his ability to infuse even the most outlandish scenarios with quiet humanity, a trait that would define his oeuvre. Warhol's factory with its boundary-pushing ethos, proved fertile ground for Kier, who thrived on the edge where art met provocation. Europe beckoned next, where Kier forged a profound alliance with new German cinema titan Rainer Werner Fassbinder. Their collaborations, spanning The Stationmaster's Wife, The Third Generation and Lili Marleen, captured the era's political unrest and personal turmoil. In Fassbinder's world of alienated souls and fractured relationships, Kier often played the enigmatic outsider, his piercing blue eyes conveying volumes unspoken. Lili Marleen, a wartime romance laced with irony, showcased his versatility, shifting from brooding intensity to subtle charm. These films not only elevated Kier's profile but cemented his status as a bridge between underground experimentation and mainstream acclaim. By the 1970s he was a festival darling, his work at the Berlin Film Festival opening doors to global opportunities. It was there, in 1991, that he encountered Gus Van Sant, the encounter proving fateful. Van Sant championed Kier for a U.S. work permit and SAG card, thrusting him into American cinema's fray. Kier's Hollywood ingress was nothing short of meteoric. His supporting turn in Van Sant's My Own Private Idaho, alongside a young River Phoenix and Keanu Reeves, introduced him as a worldly raconteur, his continental accent adding layers to the road trip odyssey of lost youth. The 1990s saw him dip into blockbusters with sly panache, as the eccentric Zoltan in Ace Ventura. Pet Detective, he stole scenes with deadpan delivery. In Armageddon, his icy commander provided stark contrast to Bruce Willis's everyman hero, and in Blade, his vampire elder oozed ancient malice. These roles, while commercial, never diluted his arthouse soul. Kier selected them for their eccentric edges, maintaining a career that balanced accessibility with audacity. His foray into Lars von Trier's universe further showcased this duality. Beginning with the surreal hospital soap The Kingdom in the 1990s and extending through the 2000s, Kier appeared in von Trier's provocative canon: the guilt-ridden pastor in Breaking the Waves, the spectral judge in Dancer in the Dark, the tyrannical businessman in Dogville, the doomsday philosopher in Melancholia, and the confessor in Nymphomaniac, Volume 2. In these, Kier's minimalist intensity amplified von Trier's themes of suffering and transcendence, his face a canvas for existential dread. Beyond the screen, Kier's life was a mosaic of anecdotes that humanized his mythic aura. A fixture at Cannes and Venice, he regaled journalists with tales of set escapades, from clashing with directors over interpretations to befriending legends like Marlon Brando. His personal style, tailored suits, silver hair and a perpetual cigarette, made him a red carpet staple, often outshining the stars he supported. Yet, beneath the glamour lay a man of quiet depth, an avid reader of philosophy, a collector of art, and a mentor to emerging filmmakers. Kier's reflections on his craft often circled back to that initial spark of attention-seeking, evolving into a meditation on performance as therapy. "Acting is about revealing the invisible," he once said, a philosophy evident in roles that peeled back societal veneers. Kier's influence extends to contemporary cinema, inspiring actors like Willem Dafoe and directors like Ari Aster, who cast him in Midsommar as a flower-crowned elder whose serenity masked ritual horror. His later years brimmed with indie gems, Downsizing, The House That Jack Built, and voice work in animations, proving his timeless appeal. As news of his passing spreads, tributes pour in from peers. Von Trier called him a brother in provocation, Van Sant, an eternal wanderer. McBride, his partner of decades, remembers a life of shared adventures from Berlin cabarets to Malibu sunsets. Udo Kier's departure marks not an end but an echo chamber of his work, inviting new generations to discover the thrill of his gaze, the chill of his whisper. In a medium of transience, he was eternal, a legend whose attention we craved and whose absence we mourn. His films, now artifacts of genius, ensure the show goes on one unforgettable frame at a time.